Merry Christmas, everybody, and a very special holiday wish from all of us here at 2K Sports.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's
Shaka Claus.
What a festive day it is. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. A finals rematch. They better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. From all of us here at 2K, Merry Christmas!
Ho, ho, ho!
Nowhere I would rather be on this day than here with you guys.
I got a couple other places, but this is not bad either.
You know
I got a couple other places,
Ernie?
got a couple other guys.
You know what I got for Christmas this morning?
Yeah. What'd you get?
Not a dang thing.
No? No gifts?
I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus don't get gifts.
Oh. Well, it sure is great to be here and be watching NBA hoop, isn't it, fellas?
It is, buddy. It sure is.
Well, I appreciate the helicopter, Santa, that you got me today.
That wasn't Santa. That was me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Well, I think the game's just about ready to start. So what do you say we go to Kevin Harlan?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I didn't buy that for you. You got to return it.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At shooting guard, Iman Shumpert. At center, Timofey Mozgov. At power forward, Kevin Love. At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving. At the other forward position, LeBron James. The head coach of the visiting team is David Blatt. Michigan State, number 23, Draymond Green. From Washington State, number 11, Klay Thompson. Number 30, Stephen Curry. The head coach of your home team is Steve Kerr. Make some noise for your Golden State Warriors. This is Warriors Ground.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Cavaliers. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And they've cemented their status over the course of this season as one of the truly elite teams in the NBA. They've done everything we've expected of them.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. The bar has been set very high, and they've done it to themselves. Yet, for all the success that they've had, it'll be quickly forgotten if they don't make a deep playoff run.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. And that one's good by LeBron. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
And here is LeBron, following Draymond Green's 3. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Barnes. They get it back. Mozgov with the block. And they're able to recover. But he stays with it. And the basket good. Now here's Irving. Checking some stats on him right now. He is averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Love dishes to LeBron. On the wing, Irving. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. They get it back. Bogut lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Shumpert with the screen for Irving. LeBron against Thompson. LeBron left side. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And, of course, playing against their NBA Finals opponent from a season ago, they hoisted the Larry O'Brien Trophy and sent this club home empty-handed.
Guys, plenty of anticipation for this one from the fans and these two teams, and even us. 2 elite teams, no doubt about it.
Irving passes to James. It's a pick by Love. Fires from the wing. And the shot is long.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Green kicks to Thompson. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And that one's good. Love. Here's Curry. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. The Cavaliers pull it in. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
One shot. One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Curry. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Now here's Love. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Curry following the miss by Kevin Love. Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. It's a pick by Love. Thompson against LeBron. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Curry. The Cavaliers making the shot. Such a wide-open look. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Love with the screen on Curry. Irving drives in. Green with the block. Here's Barnes. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Barnes has got 8 points.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Nice shot by James.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Cavaliers 4th.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Warriors leading by 7. Outside Curry. He kicks to Green. Thompson in the corner. Thompson is double. Green with a screen for Barnes. Back to Thompson. Pulls it up. And Shumpert pulls it down. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Kept alive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Some fantastic numbers here for Green. He already has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball. And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
That's good from Anderson Varejao. Well, Greg, you're talking about Verjao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body.
That's a
I
good
don't know
point,
if he's
yeah.
necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times. The Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Pick by Verjao. Here's LeBron. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Iguodala against LeBron. No luck.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 5. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Here is Livingston. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. Livingston dishes to Barbosa, and the wide-open shot from Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Dishes to Thompson. Green with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Spates the pass to Livingston. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now, here is Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Livingston, that's good.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor. A moment now to see the numbers for Draymond Green. Putting up about 10 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Jefferson's checked in for James. On the wing, Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York. Smith's shot is good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. Second in opponent points per game, 8th in assists, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And going back to their points allowed ranking, they slow the game down, forcing opponents to score in the half court. I mean, if you can score at all, really suffocating you on defense.
Green kicks to Livingston. Passes to Iguodala. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Williams dishes to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, and only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Varejao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Varejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely. Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Here is Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now, here is Smith. Here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shots good by Jefferson. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Now, here is Smith. 8 points his last outing. At the elbow, Varejao. Clock at 4. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Thompson, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the football.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And here is Williams. Following Draymond Green's 3. Goes up at the stripe. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Barbosa after the made shot from Mo Williams. Now Barbosa. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Williams. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Got a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room with their run.
Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Barnes passes to Bogut, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
That one misses.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skills. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Wide open. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 10. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that D. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against the Utah Jazz.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree it was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous, all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you, and it also is going to keep your coach happy. That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Love with the screen for James. From 18 feet away, the shot no good. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 4. Curry dishes to Thompson. Feeds to Barnes. There's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 13 points for Barnes.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry. And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength. See the numbers for Bogut. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Curry passes to Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry attacking. Bogut kicks to Iguodala. Screen by Bogut to the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful. when they play the game like this.
Shumpert dishes to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Shumpert passes to Irving. Fires the three. Warriors with the rebound. Bogut's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. No luck. Good D from Love.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Thompson. Mozgov sets a screen for James. Shoots from 12. And no good as it rattles out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Picked by Mozgov. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Back to Irving. LeBron outside. Beyond the arc. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Love dishes to Shumpert. Mozgov a screen on Thompson. And it's sent back by Bogut. And here is Curry. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Baseline jumper. No good off the back of the rim.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Cavaliers timeout. Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Irving with it. Love outside. From downtown, Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Love. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. Warriors leading by 9. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Curry with it. Picked up by Love. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And he's good on the second.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Shot is no good, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Green, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting. His mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Thompson against Irving. On the wing, James. Cleveland gets it back. Verajao passes to LeBron. Back to Verajao. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Green dishes to Thompson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Irving kicks to Verajao. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
He's off on the first. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry, and then for Cleveland, Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for LeBron. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. And he sinks the second. Warriors leading by 9. Green, the screen. Livingston passes to Green. For 3, Barbosa. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. The screen from Thompson. Williams dishes to Verajao. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the 2nd quarter. Spates sets a screen. Barbosa against Smith. Barbosa kicks to Spates. Here's Livingston. 5 to shoot. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Now here's Williams. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. No luck.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Pick by Varejao. And it's Smith missing.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Barbosa's shot is off.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
The screen from Thompson. And Williams, here we go. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barbosa passes to Livingston. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Kicks to Spates. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Spates has got his first points of the night. Smith outside. He feeds it to Varejao. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 10 points for Anderson Varejao.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Livingston, some stats on him. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And, guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Shumpert is checked in for Jefferson. Leandro Barbosa on the wing, guarded by Shumpert. Some nice passing by Golden State, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
That's his first
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
That free throw missing. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Pick by Varejao. Shumpert dishes to Williams. And Shumpert kicks to Varejao. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
Here is Livingston. He's got 6. The pass to Spates. Outside, Green. Barbosa for 3. He hits the shot at the 32nd.
Goodness!
Woo!
The pressure on him in those circumstances was massive.
Oh, man.
What pressure? You guys are over-exaggerating here. I mean, you can't rattle this guy no matter what the situation is.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors lead by 13. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. Nobody had an answer for Draymond Green in the first. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and 7 rebounds. Hey big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, they're losing the battle on the boards. And when you're struggling to stay in the game, a few extra rebounds either way can make the difference. Because rebounds equal possessions, and possessions can equal extra points. They need to come out in the second half with the mindset that every rebound is theirs.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Warriors leading by 13. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the Warriors' 5. Clock at 6. Thompson against Shumpert. Here's Bogut. Rebound, Love.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Down low. It's stolen by Green. Now Curry. Thompson outside. Lots of room. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 13.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Barnes against Shumpert. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Shot from the wing. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Irving against Curry. Irving passes to Mozgov. LeBron kicks to Mozgov. Here's Irving. Puts up the baby hook. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. A 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And the first one drops.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Curry kicks to Green. And that one's good. Green's got 22 points.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. 5th on the list, Klay Thompson.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Here's Curry. He has 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 9 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And here is Irving. He's got 6. The dish to Mozgov. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
James dishes to Love. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Curry passes to Green. LeBron with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Curry against Irving. It's rebounded by Golden State.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Curry kicks to Bogut. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Curry attacking. This one for three. Iguodala, no good.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Curry kicks to Bogut. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Fades. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
They double-team Curry. Thompson outside. Green with a screen for Thompson. Back to Bogut. Screen by Bogut. High post try, and it's Golden State with another.
He's playing an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Love with the screen on Thompson. LeBron drives in, and it's sent back by Bogut. But they'll get another chance. The shot's good from Love.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Warriors leading by 13, and there's the feed to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 12 points for Bogut.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Shumpert dishes to Love. The fader. And that one hits back iron. Golden State's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Iguodala with it, now guarded by Shumpert. Bogut with it. 12 points for him. Back to Iguodala. To the inside. Takes it from 10, and he gets the bucket. And now 24 points for Draymond Green.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Curry can't get it to go.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
The shot's good from Love.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league. look at LeBron James here. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 23 points per, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in, and then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Kevin Love, and it's Williams in for Shumpert. The drive by Thompson. Iguodala wide open, off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Dishes it to Smith. Curry with the steal. Green with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Passes it to Curry. They double-team Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Iguodala outside. The offensive rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Thompson passes to Smith. Irving kicks to LeBron. Oh!
Major League big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Kia. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
And the Warriors with some changes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Anderson Varejau's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
LeBron dishes to Smith. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Smith's got 9.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here is Livingston. 6 points for him. Green, the pass to Barbosa. And the Warriors miss again. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Iguodala kicks to Spates. Barbosa against Williams. And here's Iguodala outside. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Pick by Varejao. LeBron dishes to Smith. Shot from the top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
And he makes the first but misses the second. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Smith outside. 1:06 left to play in the third.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Warriors leading by 11.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Livingston passes to Barnes. Nice work there coming off the screen. Barnes has got 18 points in the game.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Barbosa against Smith. He dishes it to Verejao. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw off from Anderson Verejao. A shot by LeBron, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here's Barnes for three. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors ahead, up 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 11. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving in at the one spot.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Spates sets a screen. They double-team Curry. Spates against Shumpert. 6 to shoot. The shot by Spates, nobody around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Irving. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. They double-team Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson with the bucket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The drive by Shumpert. softly drops in the floater.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
The Warriors have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
The drive by LeBron. Mozgov dishes to Love.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success. You know, Love is playing well. He has 20 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Both free throws good from Love.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Inside and finished off by Bogut.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
He hits both from the stripe.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
The drive by Green.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Mozgov with the bucket.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
The 3 from Barnes. That's good. Barnes has got 22.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
LeBron against Barnes. James, the pass to Irving. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. They double-team Curry. Barnes against Shumpert. Tries it from 9. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Mozgov, a screen on Thompson. The drive by James, and it's sent back by Bogut. Now here's Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Down low. And Bogut slams it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The drive by James. He kicks to Love. No good. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 15. Thompson left side. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
It's stolen by Green. Irving against Curry. Good chance here for Barnes. Again, Golden State.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Pass to Love. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. James has got 27. Warriors leading by 19 points. And Thompson kicks to Green. But they recover it. Here's Barnes. LeBron grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Shumpert dishes to LeBron. Feeds to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Curry passes to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 26 points for Barnes.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
LeBron against Thompson. It's a pick by Love. Lets it go from 14. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. They double-team Curry. The open shot, Green, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Green's got 13 points in the second half. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron drives in, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Barnes kicks to Thompson. To the middle. And Green with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 33 points for Draymond Green. Now Irving. Poked loose. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Curry's shot is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And, guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding two guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
That one is no good.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 14 points and a crazy number of assists.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Curry against Shumpert. To the paint. Green with the block. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Curry with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Green dishes to Bogut. On the wing, Iguodala. Covered by Irving. There's Green with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Cavs.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Draymond Green. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Kicks it to Iguodala. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Spates the pass to Bogut. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for your Warriors, Andrew Bogut. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Bogut drops them both. And so here's Cleveland. And here is Williams. And Verajao kicks to Jefferson. And another 3 for Cleveland.
For 3.
Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Draymond Green. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Draymond Green wins games for you. It's just that simple. The energy, the intensity that he brought onto the floor tonight is incredible. Defensively, he's one of the few guys in the league that can guard all 5 positions. That alone makes Draymond Green a unique and special talent.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.